Alright, so we have the live now. We are hosting a 16-person single elimination tournament. The winner will get free entry to this weekend's World Championship Qualifier. If you guys want to enter that tournament, it is on our Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/goformat or through the goformat.com website. Right now we are watching Sparky Flurry versus SDL Killer in this single elimination tournament.
Cool. Okay. I'm in the game here. Looks like that SDL started off with just Kaiko. And Sparky's gonna summon a breaker, but gonna get that solemned.
Well, this was set up as single games instead of matches.
Dueling book, everybody.
Yeah, this is also a test run of us using the dual book tournament thing.
So how's this gonna be handled?
Guess we'll find out in a second.
That's not good.
Automatic.
Hi, Moxies.
Hello.
So this might be a total disaster, because I think I set it up as single games instead of matches.
Does that matter? Do they join their own games though?
Yeah, I guess.
Or does
it? I guess they still.
It shouldn't really matter.
I don't think it does matter. It does.
We'll find out.
It
It's
does.
admit defeat.
The tournament thing does track. Yeah, like on the turn, I can change it as the games go, but it does track. Like if you admit defeat, then it will like update on the bracket on its own.
Can you change this right now to match?
I might be able to. Let me see. This game. Okay, cool. I can change it.
Oh, sweet.
We'll see if it crashes.
Ooh, it literally refreshed and it says matches now. Wow.
It's pretty cool. You can just click on like the tournament and just join their matches. Like it has a watch duel thing.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I tried it with Swiss for the other tournament, and it just fell apart and stopped updating as we went.
Oh,
so it's definitely still not all there yet, and there's no double elimination choice yet either.
Work in progress.
Well, we'll see how this goes here. While they were figuring out a little bit of back and forth between SDL and Sparky, now resulted in SDL finally getting a pot of greed and then snatching the tribe infecting virus after getting duoed.
I'm kind of disappointed SD Killer used it looks like he's using his normal Chaos Warrior list. He asked me for an alt win list to use for this, and I gave him a Panda Burn list, and I guess he didn't want to use it.
It's not really alt win, but
well, I mean, like, sorry, like just different style from
a different list.
Panda Burn kind of falls under alt win.
It's semantics. Sparky Flurry with the Gearfried though.
Gearfried.
What's going on?
Isn't that his signature deck?
Yeah, I mean he was telling me he's been working on a really good Gearfried warrior list.
Yeah, Sparky's the one that won or got second in FLC with Gearfried.
I thought he always played just regular warriors.
No, he got second and would have won if the ruling was what we're currently ruling it with Gearfried.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he only switched off of Gearfried
only a year too late.
Yeah, and it was mostly just because of like a meta call too. Like he pretty much played Gearfried for a long time and then only switched out of Gearfried just because of the way the meta was going.
Well, this Gearfried was putting in work, but
Because one of Gearfried's biggest strengths was that like it got around Tsukiyomi, and like dealing with Kaikus and Blade Knights and Chaos Swords just isn't really great for just like the pure body of Gearfried.
yeah, this gonna get blocked by the Call of the Haunted on Kaiko, but Sparky's got a snatch seal of his own. Move that guy out of the way, and he's gonna set a card.
That's not a bad
Possibly,
board if you got a Solemn behind it.
yeah, possibly DD Warrior Lady set. Could be Donzalug. Here's a skilled Dark Magician.
Nice.
Solid stat line. Dark Monster. Helps your Chaos. It's gonna be able to eat one of these 1800 bodies if the attack goes through, of course. It was a Donzalug, but it got Nobleman. So, see how Sparky responds here. Looks like he can't really do anything.
That's a good play.
Yeah, waiting for battle. That was on the attack declaration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to see if, just to bait any kind of removal and then use the MST in response. Get your guy back. Just attack through.
Honestly, this is a pretty stacked tournament for 16 people, to be honest. Like out of nowhere, there's a lot of like high caliber players playing in this.
Sparky taking a little bit to side here, but that's all right. Also, make sure every card he has available to him.
What do you guys have like powers in game because you're hosting it?
Yes.
Okay, that's sick. I just noticed you guys have different color.
We're we're the mods now.
That's actually sick. Is there a delay on this at all, or is it just pretty much go?
I think it's a couple seconds, not like
Okay.
huge, but
I just don't want to speak on the face down because I'm pretty confident on what SDL Killer plays because I watch him a lot, so I don't want to give any advantage to Sparky if he's watching.
well, I don't know what it is. So graceful charity getting rid of a brain control and heavy storm.
What?
That is interesting.
Brain control.
It's got a breaker to deal with this back row. He summoned breaker turn 1 last game. Well, I don't think it was turn 1, but it was his first monster summon last game.
Yeah.
It
Forced
got
out a
solemned.
He could grenade it.
Yeah.
He could activate and then grenade itself.
Did we see a blast with chain last game?
We did not.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, people forget that. And by people, I mean me. Breaker can target any spell or trap card on the field, so you can blow up your own stuff.
Yeah, it's a shame Just Tornado can't.
There's the other solemn judgment for it again. Respecting Breaker's power in Sparky's deck here. More than just a guy who can pick off the back rows. Just another part of the combo.
It's definitely your fourth gear for you in this deck.
Yeah. Nobleman of Extermination.
Extremely powerful card in this type of matchup.
Decided to do it random, though. It's Mirror Force. That means SD Killer is going to have to get rid of Mirror Force in his deck. It's still there.
He might flip a Magician of Faith and grab, yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what you're calling him?
He likes to side. They use it, and it works really well when you play Upstart with Warriors too. It gives you a lot of options. So he loves doing the Magician of Faith. And the Sook side. So I've actually fallen in love with the way SD Killer plays Warriors lately with Tsukiyomi and flips, because a lot of people nowadays will bring in, your decrees and your creature swaps, like if you're playing like a chaos control type of deck, and you can combat that, or SD Killer combats that by actually playing less traps and doing a sided flip variant with Tsukiyomi to deal with Thousand Eyes Restrict and give you options on your flips.
Yeah, Tsukiyomi is just a really powerful card, especially if he's going up against other warrior decks. A lot of these this stuff like Blade Knight or Kaiko, the popular stuff in the warrior package, just folds to Tsukiyomi. Really smart deck building and side strategy from SDL. I mean, the Blade Knight there took care of the Magician of Faith, but now the Tsukiyomi is going to try to take care of the Blade Knight.
I'm surprised that went through.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising. But I mean, he just used 2 Noblemen of Exterminations, one on the Mirror Force, one on the Book of Moons, so those were like the 2 best cards that Sparky had set. Something might be like a Solemner
This might be a good time to bring out Dawn.
I was thinking the same thing.
Or Gearfried. That
Ooh.
works too. He must have something to compare with it.
Yeah, if you have the smoke grenade or you have the blaster chain.
He could have neither, because just by the fact that smoke grenade and blaster chain are in your deck, you can't really pass up searching Gearfried that much.
It's true.
And they still gotta respect it as a body, and it still deals with Tsukiyomi in that they can't summon and clear your guy.
He might not even play Dawn too, because you don't really. It's kind of just like an extra card you might not even want to play when you play 3 smoke grenade, 3 blaster chain, and possibly maybe a dust shoot to go with it too.
Yeah, that's definitely a card you might cut.
I think that Dawn's still pretty good, just on the fact that with blaster chain here, you can activate it in the damage step.
Hit the
So you can.
That's crazy combo right there.
Yeah.
So for those unaware, Blast with the Chain, we recently have dug deeper into the Goat Ruling archives and discussed with different community leaders, and we have reversed a ruling from really Eternal Rest that was based on Gearfried of if it was a continuous effect or not, which previously we were ruling that if you say you attack with Gearfried, your opponent activates Sakaretsu armor. If you chain blast with chain, then the blast with chain would not trigger. And we've reversed that ruling, so now that you can chain the blast with chain and it will instantly work and destroy the card even if you Sakaretsu armor the Gearfried, the Iron Knight.
Well, the chain would have to resolve first. But what would happen is that you would activate it, target Gearfried. Gearfried's effect would destroy the blast with chain, because it's a continuous effect in this case, and it just destroys it.
Instead of a trigger, yeah.
And then the chain resolves, so you would still lose your Gearfried, but you would get to be able to use blaster chain's effect to destroy something on the board.
Whereas you previously could not the last year.
Yes, correct.
It's 2 years even. Well, thank you for everybody joining us tonight for this impromptu tournament. 37 viewers. We've just hit 3,000 YouTube subscribers today, so thank you everybody for all the support.
I think I don't remember what Gearfried type of decks used to use back in the day, but I feel like Blast with Chains with this meta is like a mandatory 3 of, just because like you can kind of use it as an interaction, as essentially like another knock by being able to pop their face downs. It just seems really, really good right now.
And like I mentioned before in the damage step, it's you can't respond with Book of Moon, correct?
No, you can't. You cannot.
So you can't, like, during the damage you could just use your thing on, not even on Gearfried. You could just do it on any other warrior that you have.
Any your monster, exactly. Yep.
And then that makes their heavy storm worse, because if they try to heavy storm, they're just losing a card on the board.
But yeah, it kind of gives warriors a pseudo Thunder Dragon Regeki Break package.
Yeah, which is really strong.
I mean, that's been one of the strongest parts of Chaos this last year or so, is the versatility of Regeki Break. Which, I mean, it's kind of a stretch even for a comparison, though, of how much harder it is to combo these two cards compared to Regeki Break and anything, but it is just a free destroy one card on the field thing, and there's not much of that in GOAT format.
So Sparky responded to the set 4 set a monster with something Gearfried set 4 after searching at reinforcements. We'll see what he's got cooking up. SDL trying to pot of greed, but hits with Solemn Judgment.
Are we gonna have a solemn battle?
Maybe. I respect Sparky a lot because he is using the TCG art of Solemn Judgment, which means he's had this deck in his dueling book for quite some time, because you can no longer get this art It's a cached image in Dueling Book.
Oh wow.
And here's Solemn on
See,
SDL.
I was about to say I would only solemn the pot of greed if I had double solemns because
Yeah.
of this issue right here.
Sparky Flurry placing 4th at last year's Goat Format World Championship.
Looking to
Wasn't it third?
Was it 3rd?
Yeah, it was
third or
third.
fourth.
Was Lazaro
Third.
3rd?
Because Lazaro
Lazaro was
just
fourth.
stopped playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes.
They all get invites backwards. It's just the top 2, right?
Just the
Just
top
Dale
2 got
and-
invites, yes.
So Sparky was looking to maybe qualify again for Worlds coming forward. Got some results in from the rest of the matches. Looks like that Tweety's advance. So is Chopper. Matt Uber and Lucas the Heretic are playing. And Alisa and Deoxymoron are playing as well.
Oh wow. The Mobius side. This could be a blowout right here. Looks like it. Damn.
Mobius, very good card. It was just the Solemn War really that kind of bit Sparky in the butt there.
Mm-hmm.
So SDL is going to be moving on versus Tweety. Do we want to join one that's in progress right now, or?
Yeah, we could watch. I kind of want to watch Deoxymoron and Alicia, just because I heard Alicia is running a really fun deck.
Let's check it out.
Oh, looks like we got Panda Burn versus Soul Control.
Well, Soul Control, but it looks like it's got Abyss Soldier.
Oh wow, what? Yeah, she told me it was going to be an interesting one.
Love the sleeves. Great use of your DB dono.
I like the Rio. That's good.
Yeah, be able to negate burn traps. Also be able to.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the big panda's coming through, but not being able to be targeted by stuff like Book of Moon or Snatch Steal as well, unlike Blowback Dragon.
Oh
This
wow.
soldier coming down. We gonna bounce the. Guess we have to bounce the panda.
Are those custom sleeves? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So.
There's Book of Moon.
This is gonna be a strong panda to hit a.
That's a big panda.
Those are goats, right? Not ojamas.
Yes, those are goats. But Deoxy's going to choose to hit the monster that isn't, or the face down monster, which we know is Abyss Soldier.
Is 1,000 damage correct?
Should be
at
at
23.
20. Yeah, should be more than that, right?
23.
Oh yeah, I think
Minus
that's 20.
13
Yeah,
is 1,000.
never mind.
I'm bad at math, but I know that.
No
Yeah,
one,
that
no
was
one
crazy.
trusts you for math messes.
I know. Pretty sure every time we stream, I try to do a simple arithmetic, and I get it wrong every time. At least once.
And that was lucky for Alisa to get past that turn here because a second panda could have been game.
The one's already in the graveyard. But yeah, any kind of burn is looking lethal. Morphing Jar from Deoxy. Looking for more burn. And Alisa discarded King Tiger and Mobius, so this might be a sideboarded game. King Tiger is kind of interesting. A little bit conflicts with the goats. Obviously, if you put the goats up first, you don't have to worry about King Tiger killing them, but hands with them together might get a little bit awkward.
And that's going to be game right here.
Yeah, I don't really know why that happened, but okay. Was going to be game either way.
Headed to Chopper versus Ebonside. Oh, and Chopper has got a skill drain burn going here.
From one burn deck to another. I haven't seen skill drain burn in a while now in these tournaments.
Yeah, I think with the incoming flux of Regeki Break, we kind of saw the downfall of this deck.
But if more people are going to be moving away from Regeki Break and going towards Warriors, then it might be time for it to come back, right?
It's possible, but even still, Warriors having Solemns. Solemn in the main deck too is another thing that kind of has held this.
Well, if you're burning them, it kind of helps.
Yeah, but the big thing was like you heavy storm them and they fake trap you, and now if you can Solemn a fake trap is huge.
This is such a cool interaction that Big Shield has, because it activates when it's face down.
There was a point in the meta when I think the deck won the FLC where like no one was main decking enough stuff to handle wall, fake trap, skill drain, and Solemns. This is also a triple giant Trunade format, which comes up to when you try to play this deck and you run into like a reasoning gate.
Oh yeah, those are definitely tournament killer decks for you. Trying to Dust Tornado the Wall of Revealing Light, but gonna get hit with a fake trap.
So again, this is a single elimination tournament. The winner of this tournament will get free entry into this weekend's Patreon World Championship Qualifier tournament. If you guys would like to join these free tournaments that pop up during the week, they're kind of unscheduled, but if you're on our Discord, which you can find at goatformat.com, join up for free, and you get to play in these little load and fire tournaments. Or if you're interested in playing in this weekend's event, you can check us out. Again, all the links at goatformat.com.
Yeah, if, for this Patreon tournament, if it goes up into 16 players minimum, then not only will the winner receive a $50 cash prize, but they will also receive an invite to the World Championships Go format, going to be held in October this year.
Chance to win the belt that is on screen.
And yeah, chance to win that beautiful, beautiful belt. So Chopper, it looks like, used a ceasefire to make some space, set a card, and then it's just been draw go for a little bit here. Abenside hasn't been really able to. They tried to get rid of the wall at least, but wasn't able to crack it because of a fake trap earlier on. And now, using a duo, get rid of 2 cards in the hand, just 2 redundant copies of cards that Chopper already has face up, Skill Drain and Big Shield Gardener. Chopper's just kind of waiting, I guess, for additional burn. I believe those tokens are Ojama tokens.
This is a slower burn deck, so Chopper's actually probably waiting for a Wave Motion Cannon.
Gotta think he's got just desserts though, right? So he could just desserts for like 25 there and just destroy his life points that way. Looks like Abendside accidentally tried to set Solemn Judgment but put it in the graveyard instead. Now Chopper's going to use that opportunity, I guess, to use a Secret Barrel for about
2,600, I believe.
Yep. Well, actually, 28. End phase Ring of Destruction from Abendside on the Big Shield Gardener. Both of them are going to take 100. Ring of Destruction's a little sus in a burn matchup, but
Just to open up a spot here.
yeah. Got the Graceful Charity. Have we seen Heavy Storm from him? Doesn't look like it.
You really have to be careful with Heavy Storm against this deck. You can't just use it. You'll just get fake trapped.
Well, it did
kinda have
show
to
him
force-
the Solemn, so
Yeah, he has been saving it, so that would be good. I think he's going for it, right? Because if you're going to use all these back row cards like this, pre-using it, feels like he's ready to commit. Yeah.
there he goes.
He's also
Fake trap.
in danger mode too.
Yeah,
Solemn, you're
this is what we're
solemn.
worried about.
Wow. He had to go for it though, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he sides exterminations or not, but like if you're playing this type of deck, you kind of, especially since it is a slower deck, you can afford to hold a Judgment, a Solemn, and wait for like a Dust Tornado or a Knock and kind of play it like that and try and hit one of them first and then go for it, because this is what's going to happen.
He showed him a Nightmare Wheel for the fake trap. So that's going to be 500 points in the standby. And yeah, Abe's stuff dies. Doesn't get negated.
Abenside's cards.
This looks like it's game one then, right? If you still got Mirror Force and Sack.
I think so. Abenside's probably just maining the Dust Tornado.
Yeah, he's also got Smashing Ground.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to comment on if it was game one or not, because I wasn't sure based on Abenside's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd assume it'd still be game one, because even like siding in like Compulses or whatever else would just be better than Battle Traps.
Yeah, the Smashings are pretty nice to have for this matchup.
Yeah, they actually are. Getting rid of that Shield Garden is huge. That's it.
That was game one. Smashing not a bad meta call as people have been moving away from Book of Moon. At least for the Warrior Mirror match.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say, Moxies, at this point? Do you expect to play more Warriors in a tournament or more Chaos?
Chaos. Honestly, I don't think the chaos or like the warrior train has fully hyped up as much as I thought it would be at this point. Like even the last couple tournaments, and after doing all the review of all the academy stuff, it's just it hasn't caught on as much as I thought.
Well,
Like it still gets played like a lot, but I was expecting like a lot more, like a lot closer to Turbo after the recent results that a lot of Warrior players have been getting. I just assumed it would start to increase and even out with Turbo, and it hasn't. Turbo is just still just dominating. Like
I know,
people
based off of the
playing.
GFC, it was so Chaos Warrior overtook Chaos Control in terms of people playing it, but it didn't convert as well as Chaos Control did into the top place finishes of the teams that top 8 of the tournament.
You see that makes sense to me because like the people who have stuck with Chaos Control are usually the players that are good with it, so they're gonna last longer through a tournament and they're gonna still hold their tops. Versus, just because you pick up Warriors, a lot of people just assume that you're just gonna do well with it because it's Warriors, and then they don't.
Well, last year we did see Warriors win about 3 events in a row, and then it still did fall off after that.
Yeah, around like the same time last year, I'm pretty sure people were talking about is this the best deck in the format, and it just stopped after a certain point.
Yeah, then by Worlds time it was like
gone or
Yep.
dead. And even like that, I still see more people playing pure Warriors or either a BLS or a straight pure Warriors more than I do Chaos. And Chaos Warriors is the build that's been doing all the winning and all the topping. So it just kind of surprises me.
And that just goes to show you how deep this format is. That card pool hasn't changed in 15 years, 16 years almost, and there's still a cycle of cards that go in and out of the format.
Which is actually really interesting because, like, sure, like the same couple decks are still like the best, like your Chaos Control, but every deck has some people playing Solemns, some people don't play Solemns, some people are playing less traps in Warriors, Chaos. Like, there's just so many variants.
Speaking of traps, poor Cliff, he just came into the duel here, wanted to remove some of the traps, but instead just got hit with the Nightmare Wheel. This guy can't catch a break. I know you're a fan of Cliff, Moxies. I'm a fan of him too.
I love Cliff. For this specific reason right here, it's actually really good. He did get Nightmare Wheel though, but I mean, like, it's whatever. If you can force that out, it's fine.
Have you ever sent top 2 off a Cliff?
No, but I've almost never sent a top 2 off of Dawn either.
Another one of those guys.
Yeah, I would almost never do that unless I've seen all their power spells or I've seen Surf's already engrave or whatever else. I just don't like doing that.
So I've played enough of these Wall Rolling Light decks that at this point I think you should just always pay 3,000 with the wall.
Just to be safe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scully, you got to pay 7,000 because you got it last turn.
I've played many of the skill drain burn decks, and I think more often than not you end up kicking yourself not paying that extra 1,000.
Chopper with the Goblin Attack Force.
Goblin Attack Force is nice.
That makes sense because if you're going to side out your Sacrifice your Armors, your Mirror Force.
I mean, it's fine to just summon it and not attack as well.
Just as a blocker, yeah. Works good with skill drain. Fits the mold for the deck.
And if you're playing the reinforcement for the big shield anyway, turn the reinforcement into options. Although here's a backfire. Double just desserts. This will turn off being able to summon Cliff the Trap Remover. Now you could switch these Ojama tokens to attack mode if you did think you were going to get Mirror Forest.
I almost would do all of them.
What are they light? They are light.
Yeah.
We gotta get some luminous spark or something so we can turn this to attack, start attacking with them. Or just United we stand one of them is probably better, right? What an annoying design, though, to be level 2 and then just not have a metamorph target for these. It's almost like they knew what they were doing.
No target? There's no target in the whole Go format?
Nope.
There's still no
That's
target in
hilarious.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't believe.
What?
There isn't a level 2 fusion? I refuse to believe this.
I don't think it can be summoned by Metamorphosis.
That's funny.
And this might be game right here.
Oh, wow.
Chopper really should have waited for a response to that ceasefire, though, before flipping over the big shield.
Yep.
And that's why they didn't.
See if they got a something to respond with.
Yeah, you might have been better off. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because he would just get solemn regardless of which one you compulse.
All right, so Lucas the Heretic and Deoxymoron.
Sure.
Join them. If I can find them. Game already in progress. Looks like so Lucas the Heretic is already qualified for World Championships. And has top shooting points, I believe.
Yep, Lucas is currently has the top seed, or is tied for top seed. Because Reclaire also won.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Reclaire has the highest seed right now, because he's also the highest seed in the ranking.
Yeah, shout out to the world champion. And from Deoxy, it looks like they have level limit in the graveyard.
Yeah, he's using Panda Burn, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, I think we saw it before.
Yeah.
Got duoed, though.
You think Panda Burn just has a bad warrior matchup?
I think it does.
It's really good against decks against Scapegoat decks, and also I think it's good against decks with Spy. Just because you can get your Panda up pretty big.
Your Secret Barrels can deal a lot of damage pretty quick against Chaos Warrior.
The only thing where it's good against Chaos Warrior is the Giant Red is very good versus them, and then your burn stuff, because if they do ever have to solid you, your burn stuff just gets better. But the actual Panda itself is just not very good versus that. It doesn't topple them unless it's got unless they got at least 2 guys, or the Ojamas too. Yeah. But then it has this problem where if it does kill this Blade Knight, it's going to be weaker than the Kaiko.
Yeah, I would just let it die. Yeah. I mean, if you have a battle trap, you use the battle trap, but like I wouldn't use a different card to get rid of it.
So pretty weak hand by Deoxys here.
I don't think I would have set that even if I was trying to bait like MST or something, because like you can't defend this guy anyway, and it's not like he's not going to attack it.
Well,
Like, you're not tricking him into not attacking.
it's fine to bait it though, because what are they gonna do? MST it and you don't pay the 800?
Yeah, you might. You kind of. Yeah, you might have to be forced to set it
Alright.
just to make them think
I guess
about
it-
if they're gonna full commit.
Yeah, unless you think you're gonna draw heavy, like it's kind of the best possible bait card.
Waiting for Exile to force. But we'll see if Deoxy can bounce back in this game, too.
Yeah, the Panda deck doesn't like taking all these little 1-for-1 trades.
No, it does not.
If they're able to just like pick off a few of your little combo pieces, then it can really fall apart fast. What do you think, Moxie? Should these Panda Burn decks be playing Rescue Cat?
You know, I used to think it should, but I think it's better without it.
I think if you're going to
Yeah,
to the cat, like, you got to commit to the cat, and you got to be doing, like, you got to be not playing Giant Rat at that point.
yeah, I agree.
If you're playing, like, this value deck, then that's when Rat's good.
I don't know how I feel about it anymore, because I agree, like before, I was like, why don't you just play the Rescue Cat? But it has seen more success without it, I guess.
I think it's just a little bit more consistent. Like it's more powerful with the cat, but
More
I don't know,
explosive, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough though. I think
But
you're gonna get more wins over a longer period of time if you just have a more consistent burn build.
Yeah, I think your hands
wow,
are just a
that's
lot
nasty.
worse with the cat. You just get unplayable hands sometimes. But here's Cliff doing
Yeah, yeah.
not
The
removing
cliff
a
train,
trap,
yeah,
but
the cliff train is kind of really hit lately. He has to be really careful with this Cyberjar though. I wonder if he'll put a fake set first. I would probably put a fake set first. Because Cyberjar is probably his win con at this. Oh, he's just gonna do this. Okay,
I'm just gonna attack over it.
that's fine.
Breaker gonna take care of Tribe. Deoxymoron's now in a conundrum here. Guess he's probably got to set the thing, but he can't really protect it.
Yeah, this is an issue. If this is, you have to be careful if you want to set that jar or not. Because if this happens, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure it's a fake. Oh, it's not. Wow. I don't.
I think he just
I
rolled
don't
the
think.
dice.
Yeah, I think with how much life points he still had, I think you have to set a fake first.
Maybe he doesn't have anything.
There's just
Fake
like
set.
with Lucas, yeah. If you don't have anything, then that's that. But with Lucas's build, he has a lot of outs like to just deal with Cyberjar. So it just seems like you'd at least want to see if you can bait out a swordsman. Okay, this is fine. That's good.
Not
That's
good
even
enough.
better. That's better. That's a lot of neg. Wow.
That is.
I don't see how he can come back with right
That
now.
is a lot of neg. I appreciate the effort because he really wanted to keep that premature, I guess. But
Well, this does clear the board
Okay,
still.
yeah, this does get that plus back, so it's okay.
yeah,
It's gonna really suck if there's a follow up Gonzalug right here.
well, I mean, he's still down 2 cards.
For those of you just joining in, this 16-person single elimination tournament, the winner will get free entry into this weekend's GOAT Format World Championship Qualifier. If you would like to enter this weekend's World Championship Qualifier, check out goatformat.com for more information.
This
There's
is
that
just
Donzalug. Panda.
The Don.
Gotta draw the panda. Rescue cat for game.
Nah, I'm just gonna set a card.
damn. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he had the nuts, but I mean, like that's just.
I don't know. I think
I don't think he
if
had
you
like that
didn't
word.
do-
That's just what warriors do. And
I mean,
have.
if I think he would have been okay if he didn't
mean,
do the
Are you
True
calling?
Day play,
Are you
but
calling Cliff the Trapper Mover the nuts? Like,
I mean, it is really good for that exact scenario that was there. But I mean, that's the
And-
whole point of the
but,
card.
like, wouldn't Panda have just been better to grab than Cyberjar?
I think so.
It would have just dealt with Cliff at least.
Yeah, I think he was really relying on Cyberjar getting him back into the game with a bunch of cards, like getting into a stall card.
I can see that.
So we are now in iTweety versus SDL. Well, and SDL just won the match.
Well, that's cool. So SDL will face Chopper now, and the winner of that is going to the finals against Lucas.
Man, single elimination so fast. We should do all our tournaments this way.
Don't think everyone agrees, but
It is nice that it's built into Dueling Book here, though. We got keeping track of games here as well. Lucas is currently 6-1 for duels. Everyone else has taken losses besides Chopper is still 4-0. We are just waiting for SDL versus Chopper to start up, and we'll be hopping on in. Here we go. So, Warrior versus Warrior here. How big
What?
is...
Oh, no, Chopper's using his skill, his burn,
Oh, right.
skilled burn thing. Yeah.
I forgot all about that deck already. Going first, I was about to say, is a big deal for Warrior. It's going to be a big deal here as well.
well,
if SDL
Chopper just beat a Warrior.
If SDL can set some solemns, turn 1 could make a big difference. Exiled Force you see in these decks because it does get a round skill drain. It tributes itself for a cost, resolves in the grave, and is able to still destroy the monster on board even with skill drain face up. Nobleman Big Shield.
Gotcha. Not today. Now he can wall for 8,000. We're just seeing the draw go here. Guess SDL is looking for Ninja, but I don't know if Ninja's going to go through these 5 back rows. Well, another monster actually could go and deal with the big shield as well. But the problem really isn't the big shield. It's just the onslaught of back row cards that Chopper has at their disposal. Going to fire off Secret Barrel here now for 16, just so that they can set another card. It's fine. You're not trying to just blow them out with a bunch of burn in this deck. You're slowly going to burn them out. Just take the damage where you can. Another set card from SDL. Wonder what SDL might have in the side deck for this. Not typical for them to go up against something like this, so. Ojama Trio. Gonna lock down SDL's board. That was the card that they just set, too. They had to make room for it with Secret Barrel. Ninja Grandmaster, but yeah, something's gonna block this attack. Most likely. Nobleman, does catch another big shield? Yes, it does. Chopper's gonna add another card to the back row.
Game 1
I feel like
these,
Chopper's gonna...
Game 1 for these skill drain burn decks is close to auto win, to be honest. That's
For a lot of decks, yeah.
That is the hope when you make this deck, is that you're gonna win game 1 almost for sure, and then just squeak out a game 2 or 3.
And SDL's just gonna pick it up.
The other big flaw of this deck is if you run into someone's side deck in Royal Decrees.
Ooh, that would be unfortunate.
Really, this wasn't even a deck in 2005. It was not till the end of 2007, 2008 that these skill brain wall revealing light decks pop up.
They had other tools, though, I'm pretty sure, right? By then, the Dark Worlds were out, so, I mean, you can use Dark World stuff, get your things faster.
No, by then it was still honestly very close to this deck. It used
Weird.
It used stuff like Dark Mimics and Crush Card, or like the variant.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, the variant I topped the Shonen Jump with was with Cyber Phoenix and UFO Turtles.
Right, I remember that deck.
But the deck could have existed many years before that and just hadn't yet. I don't think Giant Trunade was limited until around then either, though, which I really do feel makes a big difference. And then, of course, Dark Bribe coming in to help out the
Dark
Solemn
Bribe,
Judgment.
definitely way better than Fake Trap.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
spot.
Speaking of Fake Trap.
Now, Nobleman Extermination will not work on Gravity Bind, but Breaker will. It's not till end of turn with Fake Trap, right? It is not.
No.
Honestly, I don't really even like setting the one Gravity Bind with Fake Trap that much.
I mean, it's sort of the same, like, in a way, I guess. Setting like solemn with another guy to like try to bait them to do the heavy storm, but this time you don't pay 4,000 life points. You just show them what the card is. I don't know if it's the best thing in the world. Maybe you just set your other stuff with it. But then if they have the follow up with Breaker like SDL had, well, double noblemans, one of extermination and one of knock, one of cross out.
Guessing that was not Big Shield then.
And we'll see if Chopper can take this back in game 3 here. Going first, definitely pretty good to go first. Don't think there are a lot of decks in this format that actively want to go second. Even the decks that, like Reasoning Gate, that rely on like OTK through attacking, still kind of want to go first so that they can C6 first and then draw into number 7 on their next turn, then go off.
The thing with Goblin Attack Force here, too, though, is if you're putting this in instead of your big shields, it is, like, you can at least ram a Sorcerer into a Goblin Attack Force with skill drain out, whereas it can't handle...
Well, it feels worse.
Shield. Yeah.
Feels like I want them to just not have Sakretsu armor in their deck at all, but SDL either put them back in or never took them out.
Yeah, that's kind of curious. Yeah, I'm wondering why.
Gyre and the Mage.
Now, this is funny.
This is a guy.
This is a
big fan of this card.
Do nothing card.
Well, it does nothing right now. Chopper's got the wall though. Gonna block these attacks going through. Only gonna pay 2,000.
You could use 2 Book of Moons to destroy the spell and trap cards right now. Or destroy one of them at least.
They would need Book of Moon plus another spell, right?
Book of Moon plus Book of Moon.
So I guess that gets rid of one.
Yep. This could be very tough now. Edomess is what would be a great side deck card?
What would be a great side deck card?
Wave Motion Cannon.
You know, that's funny. I actually thought about that. I was like, that would be a crazy good deck or good side deck card to bring in against this, especially against this variant of burn that's a lot slower. Okay, that's a good. That gets us over the 2,000, but that Wave Motion Cannon is really good against a slower burn deck like this.
True, right, Scully?
I don't know why he's saying target. There's nothing for him to target. He can't use it.
Can activate the effect.
Yeah, it's mostly just because it gets over wall, which makes it good.
Can activate the effect still. It just gets negated by drain. As long as it's face up.
That would be sick, actually, if he targeted and then he chained MST to skill drain.
And he can keep the wall up because the wall is only doing for 2,000, so he can attack here. Ceasefire. It's going to take 2,000, but this Morphe Jar is still going to die. Only Chopper would have took your advice, Scully, and just paid an extra 1,000.
Oh, did it come up? Yeah.
Well, this Mobius is 24, so it can attack over his wall.
Yeah, I mean, you're even playing like a Goblin attack force, so like, what if they snatched all that and attacked it?
Yeah, it's a good observation.
It's like now you have to deal with this awkward vanilla 2400 monster.
That does stop that though.
Oh, the Nightmare Wheel. Poor guy. Just kidding. MST.
Is it gonna get through 2 back rows though?
Something about that acronym, MST. It's fun to say.
Yeah, I wonder if you actually do the Nightmare Wheel, or if hitting the wall is better. Oh, the skill drain. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
they
it doesn't
wouldn't
matter
It
do
do
then.
not matter. You have Fake Trap.
No Solemns or Fake Traps in grave yet.
I feel like the skill drain was fine because then if he has bad spells in his hand, he can just turn those into
I think I would have hit either the Nightmare
scalds.
Wheel or the wall, because there could be another skill drain set, whereas hitting the wall, they'd have to, and they have another wall set, they'd have to pay all over again, or the Nightmare Wheel. I guess that's about as good as hitting the skill drain or the.
Was probably being greedy with it, but I mean they have the Fake Trap anyway. Because if you do skill drain and you get it, then you can use Tyrant on the wall, and then you can attack with Cliff to start popping stuff. But now it's just another slow game. SDL did see all of his monsters that act as back row removal as well, but it's skill drain. That's really doing him
Well, yeah,
doing him in here.
Look at the cards that SDL has. None of them are really skill drain answers. Nobleman Extermination,
Right.
Cliff, Chiron, Mobius.
Doesn't have Dust Tornadoes.
I'm not sure if he side decks too many Dust Tornadoes either.
I feel like Dust Tornado seems really good in the meta right now.
It is really good. It is. I just know he likes to fill his side deck with like Chiron and Cliff and like Tsukiyomis and answers to like those kind of cards, and not really as much Dust.
Chiron and Cliff are hype. Don't get me wrong, but not very good versus the skill drain. And we'll see SDL admit defeat here. Just couldn't overcome the Nightmare Wheel. And all the burn stacked on top of it as well. And Chopper is going to move on into the finals here against Lucas the Heretic. So both of these players actually already have invites to the World Championship. They are going to be playing for an opportunity to enter the tournament coming up this Saturday, our first ever Patreon monthly tournament that we're going to be hosting. If you'd like to join in that tournament, go ahead and over to goatformat.com and check out more information there. Winner of that tournament will receive a cash prize, and if we get enough entries, we'll be invited to the World Championship of Goat Format. Be played October of this year. You can win fabulous cash prizes as well as that awesome belt in the bottom left of your screen. Scully, I have a very important question to ask you.
What's that?
How many selfies have you taken with you as the GOAT champion?
0. But
you got to get on that.
I did. The person who drew the belt, she took a picture with it.
You got to get on it. You got to record yourself filming a promo about how you're the best GOAT player and no one can beat you. It looks like we're going to start the finals here. Set 4 for Chopper, going first, and then Lucas is going to respond with a Graceful Charity. Discarding Kaiko. And what else we got? Snatch Steal. Not going to need Snatch Steal in this matchup. And here comes the Dawn. Don's going to try to get in, but Nightmare Wheel. Seems like all the Dark Scorpion guys are just falling for the Nightmare Wheel. They just cannot get an attack in.
It's like the card. It's a really annoying card, but it's the card you don't want to use your back row hate on. You just kind of have to just accept that Nightmare Wheel is going to take your guy because there's just more important things you need to save your stuff for.
Yeah, you just kind of want to wait until you get like Heavy Storm or something. But with these fake traps running around, it's going to be hard to even clear it. And the 500 does add up.
It does.
And these Warrior decks don't have anything to like tribute off their own guys either. At least like Chaos kind of does with Thunder Dragon. Or at like the very least they could banish their own stuff to avoid the damage. Oh, I clicked on a card. It showed green for a second. Awkward.
Double wheel.
That's annoying.
Now this 1,000's our actual clock. There's the Dust Tornado. Lucas is packing those. But fake trap again.
He's deciding if he wants to solemn that or not.
I don't know if I want to get a Solemn War in this spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that'll work out.
Because it's still not going to get the wheel off the other Don either.
Well, if he solemns, and then they solemn the solemn, I guess it's all resolving.
Could just be wall here next to it now.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a
if he's not using Solemn, then why would he not have skill drain?
Skill drain. So he'll take 24 here, but he won't lose a card.
That's pretty good for Lucas. All things considered, could have ended a lot worse position than that. But that's not good.
I mean, that worked out really well because he didn't take 2,000. Didn't lose a card out of his hand.
Yeah, but now you have to. Now this Don is stalled again because his big shield set.
Yeah. And Lucas paid.
Oh wow!
wow.
I was thinking, jeez.
That's a big deal.
Lucas paid half though, so the Nightmare Wheel stacking up more damage. Like just makes the clock a little bit faster. I mean, it's still not gonna. It's not over.
He just wants to go for damage. Wow.
He's just going in.
I think I'd go for it right here too.
Didn't show wall, so why not? Put the pressure on. You're not going to die from the wheel, but you might just die to burn.
No single burn card's gonna do it.
It's got to be a combination, of course.
Another 5 here.
Well, Justice Earths will. Does Ceasefire do it? Ceasefire does it too.
Yeah, Ceasefire does.
Ceasefire does. Justice Earths doesn't.
Well, Justice Earths plus the wheel. 2000.
The wheel happens on Chopper's turn.
Yeah, you have to wait till. Well, what if you just have both?
Justicers and Ceasefire will do it.
That's okay. Lucas has got a good side deck for this. I just wonder if he's going to keep in a couple of battle traps if he knows or not about Gaff or not.
I wouldn't be too worried about that Goblin attack force.
No, I wouldn't either.
Now that siding's done, we'll see if Lucas's side deck can handle Chopper at all.
Yeah, I don't remember if Lucas does the Nobleman Exterminations or not, but he should have 3 Dust Tornadoes in Cliff.
Captain the Kaiku. I mean, probably nothing better to side out. Interesting that you set a card first and then pot of greed.
I guess he really doesn't want that card dust shooted, I guess, but I mean, he would have just used
He
dust.
just slammed it.
Yeah, I would have slammed it 100%.
Try to attack it. We got a skill drain on the attack declaration.
It's because you don't want the big shield to go to attack mode.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that?
You can't use the skill drain when big shield activates, right? Because it's damage step.
I believe so.
Yeah,
that
makes
sounds right.
I mean, I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for 20 years and don't know how the damage step works, so.
Same. Ah, nice fake trap.
Well, I know the damage step works. It just doesn't activate in the damage step. That's really
I would think so.
at the end of the damage step. Yeah, so it does activate at the end of the damage step.
One advantage mid-shield Gardner has is that it doesn't switch to attack mode.
Yeah, but he's very mid.
Yeah, if he had 1900 defense or 2000, then Be awesome. Does come ultimate rare though.
that's a big upgrade.
Big Shield, I think, might come ultimate in OCG.
Is there a deck that you could just make all ultimate rare?
No. Duo does not come ultimate rare.
That's not good. It doesn't have to be duo specifically in your deck.
I'd love to see a follow-up chaos. Yep, okay,
Ooh,
perfect.
there it is.
Graceful Charity also does not come ultimate rare.
Again, we don't have to be running these cards, Cully. Our deck's probably not good, but
Well then, sure.
Chopper finally
You could play
finally
40
played
ultimates
3,000.
if you really wanted to.
We'll play three
Ultimate
Dark Mythic
Insect
level 3s.
Three
It's
ultimate,
the same thing.
3 ultimate insect level 1s.
Yeah, the whole line.
Here we go.
Heavy Storm, gonna solemn. Sorry, guy.
So Chopper did pay 3,000 this time.
He figured it
Yeah.
out.
Wait, he had to at that time. Just because Sork was on the field, so he
Right.
kind of had to.
I mean, he could have paid 2,000. Not that other card says you can't.
Yeah.
I get.
I'm not a big fan of
wanting-
using Storm.
I get wanting to play that heavy, if you're Lucas. But part of me is like, should you have just waited?
Yeah, you have. I personally think you have to wait until you have more than one back row cards to do it, because that'll happen. Because they're just gonna have 5 back rows like this and have 1 or 2 of them be to protect the other, and then they'll just keep another one in their hand. So if you just use one like a Storm, they'll just use Solemn and then set another Solemn after. So you're not really gaining any advantage. You need to combo them together.
You got one chance, really, to get it to work.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're setting 5, they're committing to those 5 back rows. They gotta have something to protect it at this point.
Right, but what we're saying is if you hold the heavy till you have like an extermination
Yeah.
or a dust tornado in the same turn,
Yeah.
and 50-50 them, and
No, I'm agreeing. I don't think that Heavy Storm was very good.
As long as you're not in danger of like losing this turn specifically, like to it, there's no reason not to hold it until you're ready.
And I mean, if you found something that could pressure them that like baits out the Solemn as well, it's another avenue to use your Heavy Storm.
it looks like Chopper has not run into any decrees for this 16-man.
It doesn't seem like it. Just
Yeah.
lucky breaks maybe, but we've also seen him play very well.
An MST and a Heavy Storm gone, so that's like basically half of your back row removal if he's not playing knock or extermination, sorry.
Which is possible because Cliff is taking up one of these spell and trap removal spots right here.
So now, if one of these, this is okay. But like if you wait until one of your 3 Solemns comes and then try and Solemn with Storm, that should go through. Unless you have a fake trap to go with a Solemn, they would need both though.
And here comes a whole bunch of burn.
Damn.
Looks like that's the game. So congratulations to Chopper. Oh, and it was the big shield Garden anyway. Still couldn't clear it.
So that will be it for our 60-man live tournament tonight. thank you guys for checking it out. And if you're interested in watching some more GOAT format or playing in a GoFormat.com tournament to qualify for the World Championships, we will be back 10 a.m. Eastern this Saturday, the 27th. If you want to enter, check out GoFormat.com, and we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.